geometry. Area. Area is the amount of space on a flat surface. We find area of shapes with different formulas. For the area of a rectangle, the area is equal to the length times the width. For the area of a triangle, the area is equal to a half times the base times the height. And area of a circle is equal to pi r squared. You can look up formulas for other shapes in a textbook. Let's look at an example. This one is an application problem. It says how many square feet of tile would be needed to cover the floor of a room 20 feet long and 15 feet wide. So you have to decide where is the tile going to go. It's going to cover the floor. So if it covers a flat surface, that is an area question. We have a rectangle, so we need the formula for area of a rectangle. So our area equals the length times the width. I'll just abbreviate there. We'll substitute 20 feet times 15 feet. Do the multiplication, 20 times 15. We get 300, and this is feet times feet, so it will be square feet. Or you could write it in words, square feet. For our next example, we have a square picture frame has sides of 5 inches. What is the area of the glass that will fit in the frame? So we have a square. You need to know that a square is just a special rectangle with sides that are equal. So for our square, our width is equal to our length. But you can use the same formula. There's no need to memorize an extra formula. So area is equal to length times width. And we'll just substitute. And we will get 25 square inches. For our next example, find the area of the following triangle. So our base is 8 feet and our height is 5 feet. We do need the formula for the area of a triangle. So area equals a half times the base times the height. And we'll plug in. The half stays. It's a constant that is in your formula. Your base is 8 feet. Since you have one fraction, make them all look like fractions. And our height is 5 feet. Right, now you just have multiplication of fractions. You can cancel on the diagonal. You could simplify the 2 and the 8. 2 goes into 2 one time, and 2 into 8 will go 4. And then we'll just multiply across. So we have 1 times 4 is 4, times 5 is 20. Feet times feet is square feet. On the denominator, it's all 1, so 20 over 1 is still 20. So our answer is 20 square feet. For our next example, we need to buy a cover for a circular shaped pool that has a radius of 10 feet. How much space will it need to cover? So because we're going to cover a surface, we will need to use the area, and you had a little hint there, of a circle. So area of a circle is pi r squared. Notice with area there is only one formula. With radius. In circumference we had 2 formulas, radius or diameter. So you need radius to do the area. We do have radius, so we'll plug in pi stays 10 feet, and that's going to get squared. You have to use order of operations, which says do your exponents before your multiplication. So 10 squared will give us 100, and the feet is also squared, times pi. We'll substitute pi, 3.14 times 100. Your multiplication shortcut, you're multiplying by a power of 10. Your 2 zeros will move your decimal 2 places to the right. So we have 314 square feet. We'll have one more example. How many square feet of drywall will be needed to cover this wall? And this is our wall. We have a hint, you do not want to cover the door and windows. So this 3 by 7 is a door and the 4 by 4 is a window. So we want to cover this strange shape out here that we don't have a formula for. So we have to do something with the shapes that we have. We don't want to cover up these spaces. So we could take the area of the entire space and subtract these off. So we'll take the area of the wall and we'll subtract the area of the door and the area of the window. Okay. So area of the wall, this is a rectangle and it is length times width, so 30 times 8. And that will give us 240 square feet, right? Area of the door, this is also going to be length times width. It's 7 feet by 3 feet. And this gives us 21 square feet. And area of the window, it's a square, but that's just a special rectangle. So it's still going to be length times width. And that will be 4 feet times 4 feet, or 16 square feet. And so now we will have 240 minus 21 is 219, and then 219 minus 16 gives us 203 square feet for our wall without covering the door or window.